always borrow money from a pessimist. They'll never expect it back.
Grab a jam, I swear, this is down. It's my podcast. This guy's insane. Rock your brain. It's just a sound. A Steve here
Schmack 'em a gob, I'm back with another Vieira Vault, and this time I'm going solo for a change. Yeah, it's been a lot of episodes with guests, and I got a lot of guests lined up for future episodes, but this one I'm going to do kind of solo. What I've started doing like a month or so ago, I started recording the Dr.Fukk Show that airs on that metal station every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I asked my people in the chat room to ask me questions, and, you know, we go back and forth, and it's always a fun time on my show. And I was like, man, I should start recording this and then make some episodes on the Vieira Vault, because there's some gold, man. And I have a folder somewhere filled with the older episodes that I got to go through. I'm talking about weeks and weeks of episodes. And I want to find a certain one where I actually had sex on the air, and I got in trouble for it. And that will be on a future Vieira Vault once I find that. That was pretty crazy. But this is the first installment of highlights of the Dr.Fukk radio show. There'll be many more in the future. I'm going to spread them out. I'm not going to do them weekly. But, you know, just it's some good stuff, man, as you'll hear in this episode. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Welcome to the Dr.Fukk Show, where he will answer all your questions and play your requests as long as they don't suck. So here he is now, Dr. Fukk, on thatmetalstation.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Dr.Fukk Show. It's Thursday night, and I am not in a shitty mood like I was last week. Well, I am, but I'm going to keep it under wraps. It's going to be a good show. I thought of this. I said, you know, there's so much wacky shit I say on my radio show that it never gets recorded. There's so much great stuff that's gone forever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm turning on my voice recorder. And as I talk on the air, I'm going to record it. And I know, you know, people like, you know, Ron Dimer and, you know, you wacky ass people, you say stuff, you spur me on to talk about lunacy. But I'm going to, you know, before I get into the metal, I have something to say. And it is breaking character because, as you know, the history of the owner of this station, Scott Green, me and him are always like on the air. We always fight, but it's a gag. I want to say I talked to him yesterday, and Scott Green is an awesome dude. And what a lot of you may not know, and Scott Green is aware of this, there has been 2 separate stations courting me to start my show over there, and one even offered me money. But I am dedicated to Scott Green. As much as I goof on him and play with him, he is really a great guy. It's just when I get him on the show, I can't help but goof on him. But Scott Green is a good dude. He busts his ass for this radio station. He does so much shit, you know? And I really don't think he gets enough credit for it. And but don't get me wrong. I'll still goof on his ass. But he's a really good dude. He's been very flexible with me, with my bitchy ass. There has been times where he's requested me to do stuff and I tell him to fuck off and he don't fire me. And you got to give it to him, you know. But then again, he loves the numbers too. He loves the fucking Dr.Fukk Show ratings. But I want to say hi to everybody. We have Dr. Fukk. That's me. Sarah, Allison, Noto, Alan, Anthony. Anthony went to slay the dragon. In other words, he went to go jack off. Caldwell, Fez, Jackie, Kevin the Lord Warhalf, Robert, Ron Dimer, and Yohalamo, my good friend Yohalamo, who's been on my podcast a couple times. He's an awesome dude. And I appreciate everybody being here. Allison said, already I meant to ask a question. What was the most embarrassing moment of your life? The most embarrassing... you know what? I do have one, actually. I was probably 13 years old. And I was in the chorus in the school. And what happened was the whole county, all Dade County, like, you know, these people came to visit all our schools for the choruses and pick the best singers. And I was one picked. And what we did, we played at the Dade County, you know, the big hall, whatever it's called. The Dade, it holds like 5,000 people. So, you know, I'm there every day rehearsing with this big chorus, you know, rehearsing. So, night of the show, my parents are taking me to the place, and we get a flat tire. And it took a while for it to get fixed, so we got there late. And when I got there, I was like, oh no, they're already performing. And the conductor guy, the main dude, he sees me after the song is over and calls me out and fucking makes me warm up in front of 5,000 people. I would say that was the most embarrassing moment of my life. That's the most embarrassing moment of my life that I can tell a 15-year-old. Ah, you see what I did there? Because believe me, Allison, there's a lot of other embarrassing things I can't tell you. That'll be on Dr. Fukk After Dark. So what the fuck? Only Allison is talking? Come on, give me some questions. Make me funny, motherfuckers. Look at Ron Diamond's fucking... Look at Ron Diamond's fucking vinyl. It looks like my vinyl collection. Let me look real close here. Yeah, I'm looking at the spines. Yeah, I own that one. I own that one too. I see you have two versions of Under the Blade, the Secret Records version. I have only one version of that and one version of the Atlantic version, which I like even more. I know a lot of people don't, but I like what Mark Mendoza did to those, the remaster of Under the Blade. I like that one even more. It sounds better. Though the secret version is badass. I ain't gonna lie. I like the secret one, Kill Me. Well, dude, show up here. I'll put a fucking bullet in your head. How do you like those apples? Get over here, bro. Get over here. Knock on my door. You have to come in the house, because if I kill you, I gotta get away with it, right? So, before you do that, before you get here, Ron, let me buy a big carpet so I can roll you up in it and throw you in the bay in the back at 4 a.m. when nobody's around. How come I never have any tattoos? All right, that's a great question, Allison. I've told this story before, and I'll say it again. I'm petrified to get a tattoo because I love tattoos, and I wanted to get a tattoo. And let me put the picture here in the chat room so you can see what tattoo I wanted to get. I wanted to get this tattoo really bad. It's the album cover of Rainbow Rising. That cover there of the hand grabbing that rainbow coming out of the ocean. I wanted that on my upper arm. And I said to myself, if I don't get sick in 5 years of this picture, the Rainbow Rising picture, I'm going to get it tattooed. On the 4th year, I only had 1 more year to go. I was at a red light. And in front of me, there was a car with a rainbow sticker on the back. And I put 2 and 2 together. Rainbow now means gay. And I don't know if you know this, but where I live, South Beach, there's a lot of gay people here. So, you know, if I was to get me a rainbow tattoo, I mean, I might as well get a fucking tattoo that says, "Hi, sailor." You know what I'm saying? That's why I never gotten a tattoo, because now I want to get the Jaws tattoo, the album cover of Jaws. I mean, the movie poster of Jaws, but, well, the album cover too, if you're talking, the soundtrack. But where the fuck is the placement of that? You know, because, you know, it's just the shark's head coming up in the ocean. So there's got to be a part of my body where, I don't know, I thought about it. I know some of you think that you know so much and you're going to be like, why not the lower part of your leg? Why not here? Why? Hey, look, I thought about everywhere, okay? Shut up. Everybody has to fucking give me advice. I'm 55 years old. I was picking up chicks while your dad hasn't even met your mom yet. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? All right, was that good enough for my podcast? All right, you know what I got? I got Lords of Chaos on Blu-ray today. I saw it when it came out in the theater. Yes, it played in a theater, a real weird theater in Miami Beach. I mean, in Miami. And I enjoyed it, so I bought it. It took me long enough, but I bought it. I'm going to watch it again tonight. Because I watched it years ago when it came out. I went to go see Saxon in Tampa. Me and my buddies drove up there. We drove back down the next day. We got home about 8 in the morning. And then we all met up at noon to see the Lords of Chaos movie. I really enjoyed it. I know if you're into the Lords of Chaos, like if you know the whole story, you'll be like, that movie's bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. It was fun. The fucking Queen movie was bullshit. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a tattoo of Ralph on my nuts. You know how painful that is? Do it, dude. That'd be hilarious. You're going through all that pain, but make sure I'm smiling in that tattoo. So I can be laughing at these nuts. My mom got married in 68. Dad, yeah, well, I was born in 65, Mick. So no advice from you. I was born 3 years before they got married. True story. Anyone ever catch you jacking off? Yes, unfortunately. That was very embarrassing too. Yes, I got caught masturbating, yes. That's when my hormones was a poppin'. I was maybe 16, 17. And I could not help myself. And yes, a family member walked in. It was like that scene from Something About Mary. Was that? No, not Something About Mary. Fast Time on Ridgemont High. Except I wasn't in the bathroom. I was in my bedroom. Fucking cousin just walks in. It's like, what the fuck? Well, at least it was a female cousin, so I didn't feel gay when she caught me masturbating. I would have felt horrible if it was her brother. That would make me feel dirty. But hey, you know, man, whatever. She saw my penis fully engorged. Well, shit happens. How about you, Ron? You ever been caught masturbating? Are you going to be honest like me? Because if you can say no, then I know you're lying. Satan is not cool, man. Satan's played out, man. You know, think about this, all right? You know, I've read the Satanic Bible, and I've read the Bible. In the Satanic Bible, it says, and I quote, you have to go against all of God's laws. You have to do everything against what God says. So, God in the Bible does not like homosexuals. He says it. You shouldn't be a homosexual. So to be a true Satanist, you have to suck cock. If you don't suck cock, you're a satanic poser. I'm not talking to you, Ron. I know you fucking you suck cock. I'm talking about anybody else that claims they're fucking satanic. Only Ron is satanic. I mean, Ron sucks cock. I mean, that guy goes against God's law. But everybody else, if you're out there and I'm a Satanist, have you had a penis in your mouth or in your butt? Because if you haven't, you're a satanic poser. Hell yeah. Am I telling you the truth or what? All right. I think that one made the fucking, the podcast, right? I know you don't believe in Satan. You believe in God. Me. Ha. Anyway. You know what I don't believe in, Allison? I don't believe in atheists. No offense. Cock rules. There you go. Ron, you should start believing in Satan. You'd fit right in with the true non-poser satanic people that take it up the ass and down the throat. You also have to eat feces. Did God say that? That, hey, don't eat feces in the Bible? I don't remember that. No, I have nothing against atheists either. I'm just goofing on Allison. She gets my joke. She's very mature for her age. I am not handling the shutdown well. But now I'm at the part. I'm at the, you know, I'm at the stage where I'm going. I'm actually so fucking nuts that I'm happy. That's how crazy I am. I'm actually happy to be in misery. I mean, every day, man. And these fucking people with this conspiracy bullshit. Oh, it's a conspiracy. If it's a conspiracy, please go outside without a mask, without gloves, and lick doorknobs everywhere. Just lick everything. Please. And rub your face. Touch things and rub your face after it. Here's what Anthony says. I don't even know. I'm going to read it now. I don't know what he just wrote a little paragraph here. Hey, Ralph, you have your own band. So why not your own movie? The Dr. Fukk synopsis. Dr. Fukk, music rescue his vinyl collection from a crazy chick from his past. Coming 2021. All right, anybody else got something I can say for my podcast that's actually funny? Okay, I'm going to cut into the podcast here for a second. May sound kind of rude and mean what I just said to Anthony, but little backstory on this idiot. This guy is just a weird dude. And he had an argument with Allison, who's a 15-year-old, and he called her a cunt. So I ended up banning him, blocking him from the chat room. And then he sent me numerous messages. Come on, man, let me back in. I'm sorry, I apologize. You know, and then, but I don't know, once I blocked somebody from, you know, the chat room, I don't know how to put them back in. So anyway, then he ends up going on the Almost Human Facebook page and again, being an idiot. I can't remember exactly what he said. He said something to the effect of, I wish death on Sammy Hagar fans or something like that. And I was like, damn, dude, I gave that guy multiple chances, actually. And in one of the private messages, he was like, come on, man, I'm a big fan. I even own the Thrash or Die CD. Come on, man, don't be that way. Thrash or Die rules. So, you know, once he started that shit on the Almost Human page, I banned him there. And then he sent Mark Alden Taylor a message saying, you know, honestly, Thrash or Die is a terrible band. What a poser. What a complete poser. I blocked him. All of a sudden, he don't like Thrash or Die anymore. So, he deserved every little dig I gave him. Anyway, enough of that poser. Let's get back to the show. What was my first LSD experience like? Let me think. I've done so much acid. When was the first time I did acid? I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I guess because I did so much acid in the 80s, I don't remember the first time I did it. I can't remember. Wow, acid destroyed my first acid experience. But I can tell you funny things I saw on acid. Me and my friends were tripping on acid in a park, right? And we see my friend Little John walk toward us. And all of a sudden, he vanished in thin air. And we're like, what the fuck? He like disappeared right in front of us in thin air. And then he comes up and he's like, hey, I fell in a hole. He didn't disappear. He just fell in a hole. Anyway, and what do you call, let's see. There was another time I was on South Beach on acid with my friends, and we saw a Volkswagen that was covered in feathers, and it had a speaker on the top of the Volkswagen making chicken noises, like bark, 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 bark. We saw that on acid, and then like about I don't know, maybe 6 months later, less than a year later, I saw that same car not on acid. So then I realized, wow, that wasn't a flashback. It actually, that actually was real. What is your most memorable Christmas, Devin? You know what? I'll tell you, man, I know my memorable Christmas. I was like 3 years old, and my mom got me, because I was a huge fan of Mickey Mouse, and my mom got me a phone that you can call Mickey. And I remember that Christmas, I kept calling Mickey. He kept telling me the same shit, but I didn't give a fuck. I'd be like, hi, Mickey. And he's like, hi, I'm Mickey Mouse. How are you? And I'd be like, I'm fine, Mickey. How are you? Mickey? Oh, let me call him back. Hi, I'm Mickey. How are you? Hey, Mickey, it's me, man. How are you? Mickey? Oh, let me call him back. I mean, this went on all fucking day. That was a great Christmas, man. I fucking loved it. So, I got some really sad news today. My buddy, my childhood friend, Gordy, passed away. And Gordy, I want to tell a couple stories about Gordy. Gordy was my next door neighbor. He had Down syndrome. I moved from upstate New York to Miami in 1973. So that would have made me 8 years old. Yes, I'm that old. And before you go, ooh, you're old. Hey, man, look at it this way. I'm going to outlive you. Anyway, so Gordy was my neighbor. And he had, he had Down syndrome, but he also had other health issues like, Down syndrome's not a health issue, but I'm just saying he had health issues. And he would have, what's the word I'm looking for? Seizures. A lot. And, I was a little kid. I was like 8 years old. And all the way 8 years old to 15 is when I lived there. And I basically spent every day with him. He was my buddy, man. When you're young, you don't judge people, just because he had Down syndrome, I mean, but I think I've been very much attracted, friendship-wise, to, people that are not the norm. And, even though Gordy had Down syndrome, he was a very smart guy. He was very witty and funny, and he was a good dude. And it was I'm glad it was him. In my early years of moving to Miami, I hung out with him. Then I made friends in the neighborhood, but we were all friends. And Gordy was great, man. I mean, and his dad, may he rest in peace, he passed away a couple years ago from Alzheimer's. He was into whatever was like the popular shit back in the day. He was like, he was up with technology. So he bought the Pong game, that video game Pong for you old fucks. And I would go over to his house and play Pong going, man, this is some futuristic shit right here, But, Gordy, man, he was a good dude, and he loved me, and I loved him. He loved my dad. He would call my dad boss. They're Spanish-speaking people, and I remember Gordy would say to his mom, Mom, fuck you. And then, I'm a little kid, and I'm like, ooh, he's saying something really bad to you in English. And then his mom would go, no, he's not. He's saying I'm pretty. True story. So anyway, so, the one thing when I heard today the news, the thing I'll never forget about Gordy was, as I said, he used to have seizures a lot. And I got to tell this story of, it's a funny story, but it wasn't funny at the time. But there used to be an ice cream man that used to come by my block. His name was Enrique. And a lot of times I would get on the ice cream truck, and, the door would be slid open. So I'd be on the ice cream truck, dragging my feet on the road as he would ride. And there was a dead end on my street, and he backed up one day, and my foot got cut under the wheel. And I was like, Enrique! Screaming. He's like, oh, shit, I'm going to get sued by Ralph's parents. But he wasn't, because my parents are cool. So, and yeah, when I went to the hospital, the doctor was like, there are no broken bones in your foot. What the hell? I'm a little kid, and a fucking 10-ton ice cream truck over my foot, Anyway, so why I bring up that story was while I was injured, I'll never forget the story with Gordy, man. He had a grandmother that lived at the house called Maria that was deaf. She couldn't hear. So I'm fucked up. I have this fucked up foot. And I'm hanging out in Gordy's room watching TV. And he starts having a seizure in front of me. Now, his seizures would last 30, 40 seconds the most. So, it's just another seizure. I was just laying there while he was having a seizure. But then I noticed it wasn't going away. A minute would come, and then he started pounding on the walls and rolling on the floor. And I was freaking out. I'm like, man, Gordy's dying, So I can't get up. My foot's all fucked up. I'm yelling for his grandmother. Maria! Maria! But she didn't hear me. So I fucking got up. And I ran, back then we didn't have cell phones. It was phones against the wall, and it was in the kitchen, which was a good 30 feet away from where I was. And there I am, like, hopping to the fucking phone. And I fall, and I fuck up my foot even more, like twisted it. So now I'm in severe pain, but I grabbed the phone anyway. And I called for an ambulance, and I figured, at that point, shit, the ambulance come in and let them look at my foot too, And I'm thinking, Gordy's dying in the room. I'm freaking out. And the ambulance got there, and Gordy it wasn't a pacemaker, but he had this little box attached to his chest on the outside, and it was unplugged. That's why he was having that massive seizure. That's one story of Gordy. Another story, I remember, we were kids and idiots, and we used to like, throw rocks at each other. And Gordy threw a rock and it hit this guy Carlos in the temple, and he bled profusely. And I'll never forget. That was another thing. I never forget about Gordy when he did that. He had Down syndrome. He didn't really know, and and he just started crying uncontrollably, and I had to like calm him down. He realized he did something wrong. Man, I think of all those times with Gordy. He always had change in his pocket. He had a little goat cart that he crashed into my neighbor's mailbox once. Gordy was a good guy, man. And rest in peace, Gordy. I love you. And I did see him several years ago. He still lived in the same house. And I went to visit him. And it was great seeing him because I didn't see him for many, many years. And got to see Gordy one last time and talk to him. Wish I would have went back. I never been back to that area since. But when I was in the area, I made my point. I got to go see Gordy, man. I haven't seen Gordy in years, my little childhood friend. So, I don't know. Gordy, I think what Gordy has done for me is accept people that are different. You know what I mean? It's just, what the fuck is going on in the chat room now? I hope that's not for Anthony Bonex. I hope you're behaving, Anthony. Seriously. Oh, I guess he's not. Dude, stop, Anthony, you want to be blocked again? Dude, this guy, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Anthony, man? Seriously. He reported a fucking post on the Almost Human page, which what the fuck? You trying to get me in trouble with Facebook, dude? I guess you didn't know when you reported it was going to get back to me. And now you're in here, like, pissing off my 15-year-old friend. I'm here talking about my buddy Gordy, and this guy has to come in here. Seriously, why the fuck do I put up with this guy, really? I've given him chances. And I'm going to scroll up. I'll be the judge. I'm going to scroll up and see what he wrote. See if he should stay or not. But anyway, thanks for ruining my little fucking thing, Anthony. Once again, I got to cut into this podcast to talk about this idiot, Anthony Bonex. Here I am talking about my childhood friend who passed away, and he's getting in a fight with a 15-year-old girl, calling her a cunt. This is when he called her a cunt while I was telling this story. And listening to this right now, I forgot about, he actually reported something in the group page to Facebook. And then it got back to me saying Anthony Bonex reported this. And I was like, what the hell? So I asked him, why the hell would you do this? At first he would ignore me. He wouldn't answer. Then I just like kept asking. And his excuse, it was a mistake. This is a public service announcement to anybody that has Anthony Bonex in their group. He's a narc. Be careful with this guy. He'll report post. Like, or if he's even on your friends list. Because, when they report something on your normal page, you're not going to get a notification that Anthony reported you. Just a heads up. This guy is the scum of the earth. A piece of shit scumbag. This has been a public service announcement. Now back to the show. All right, let me find. I know Madison asked a question. Who was the most annoying kid in high school for you? Let me jostle my memory bank since I haven't been to high school in 80 years. I guess the guy that told me that Bruce Springsteen was a better guitar player than Eddie Van Halen. That would be the most annoying guy, And he said, Bruce Springsteen plays better guitar than Eddie Van Halen. And I was like, are you telling me that Bruce Springsteen's actually plugged into an amp? I had no idea. I thought he just wore it as a prop. And I don't hate Bruce Springsteen, by the way, but come on. Let's get real. That's like saying Vince Neil is a better guitar player than Eddie Van Halen. Come on. Or Ozzy Osbourne. Allison asked, what was the worst drama that happened with a Kiss Tart? Allison, I don't think I've ever had drama with a Kiss Tart, ever. See, what I do, because I encounter Kiss Tarts all the time on the YouTube. I don't even deal with them. They write something stupid and I just ban them without a reply. That's what they want. You got to understand, these people online, like that Stiff Jackson, I already banned from here. They're lonely, stupid people. They're imbeciles. They have no fucking life. So what they do is they get online to get a reaction so they can finally get some kind of attention. It's that simple. I mean, these are losers that nobody likes. Nobody likes to hang out with them. And they're denying it. I mean, I'm sure Stiff Richards, Anthony Bonex is listening now going, it's not true. Because you're in denial, dude. Denial is not only a river in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So, I have never had drama with a Kiss Tart. Ever. I delete them. I do away with them like garbage. I fucking get them and I throw them in the trash can. And then the trash can brings them away and throws them in a pile of shit. Which is their life. They live in a pile of shit. So what I do when it comes to my input or output, I make sure I don't say a word to these fucknuts. I ban them. They can't talk to me no more. They're gone forever from my life. Eventually they'll stop. Because if you're not getting any attention, believe me, they don't want to deal with you. That's what they thrive on. That's why they say such stupid shit. Trying to get my goat. It's like, bitch, you don't even know me. I've never even met you. You're some fucking dweeb behind a computer that has no more sperm left in your nuts from jacking off all fucking day because you cannot get laid. Yeah, I'm telling you, they can't even get laid by a hooker. They have no money. That's how much of a loser they are. You think a loser that's loaded with money would waste time online? Being like, oh, I want to get your attention. Please pay attention to me. It's like those people on Facebook that leave a group and they make an announcement about it. I hate this group. Bye. It's like, I'm telling you, man, this whole fucking world is full of idiots. All right, my good friend, great friend, Brian A. Davis said, have you ever considered releasing a compilation of all your song parodies, Ralph? Well, that's a good question, Brian. Actually, you can get them all as a free download on, what's the name of that goddamn site? Nation? What is it? Reverb Nation. Go to Reverb Nation, type in Dr. Fukk, and all my parody songs, I think. If not, I'll put them all up there. I'll go check my my Reverb Nation. I know I put some of my parody songs there. I think all, but I could be wrong. It's been such a long, long time ago. If there was no Van Halen or Black Sabbath, what would be your favorite band? Merciful Fate. Actually, I like Merciful Fate more than Van Halen. Black Sabbath and Merciful Fate are my two favorite bands. But, there you go. Van Halen would be in my top 5, though. I mean, I like Priest more. I like, no band was better live than Van Halen. That I'll tell you. You know? If I was to pick a favorite live band other than Van Halen and Black Sabbath, I'd go with Pantera. Yep. What is your favorite newer Creator album? Enemy of God. In the last 20 years would be Enemy of God. But that Violent Revolution's awesome too. What's my ultimate favorite album? It's not metal, actually. My favorite album of all time is The Wall from Pink Floyd. Best album ever made. Besides Wallace, have you ever been caught videotaping a band? Yes, I got caught. Fate's Warning. And that one didn't work out. Megadeth. I'm talking shows where they actually took my film away and I didn't get the footage. Megadeth. Fate's Warning. Oh, there were tons. I just can't think of any now. Though they didn't take my tape away or nothing happened, but during the Misfits, I was filming them, and Jerry Only saw me, and when they were playing Die Die My Darling, he kept pointing right at me and at my camera. I'll see you in hell during that part. That was pretty cool. And we opened that show, and then after the show, I took a picture of Jerry Only holding a Thrasher Die shirt because he really dug us. He was watching us from the side of the stage, which was pretty damn cool. First time your parents caught you drunk or high? Oh, I know the first time they caught me high. I don't think they ever caught me drunk. But, yeah, I got high and opened a ravioli can and sliced my thumb. And, I'm looking at my thumb now. The slice is still there. And I was stoned, and my parents found out I was stoned. And that was a long, long time ago. I haven't gotten stoned in so long. Jackson, overall, my favorite Creator album is Endless Pain. That's my favorite. Oh, yeah, I love Pleasure to Kill. But Endless Pain, Coma of Souls is awesome. Extreme Aggression. Like all that shit. Which one album do you own the most copies of? Wow, that's a good question, Ryan. I know Symbol, I got several copies. Probably, I'm trying to think. Usually when I get multiple copies, I either sell them or give them away. So I'm trying to think like what albums do I have that have extra stuff, so I kept it. I guess Cheap Trick at Budokan. I have the Budokan album. I got Budokan 2. I got the complete concert on CD. I got Budokan 2 on CD. Maybe that one. But as far as like albums that I have multiple copies of, I have like 4 copies of Kansas Left Overture. Trying to think. Oh, I got 2 copies of Violence, Eternal Nightmare. I got the original press and the reissue, which I don't want to get rid of either. Reissue brings songs that aren't on, bonus tracks. And, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I mean, as far as like CD, I pretty much have all my albums on CD as well. Like if they're older, I have them on vinyl and CD. A lot. What was my favorite show as a kid and cartoon? Flintstones was my shit when I was a kid. I mean, as far as cartoons. My favorite TV show, probably Happy Days. I mean, we're talking my youth. In the 80s, I kind of gave up on TV. You know how everybody, I don't watch TV anymore. Man, I did that before it was cool. Like around 83, 84, I thought like sitcoms became not mind-numbing bad. Oh, I loved All in the Family, and also Sanford and Son, Welcome Back, Kotter. Loved all that shit. I loved all those, you know. I did watch that with Mr. C. Ron. Yeah, I liked Happy Days too. But you know what? Now I think about it, I liked All in the Family and Sanford and Son more. Those two shows would crack me up. Yeah, referring to 70s. Yeah, because 80s, dude, I gave up. Then, believe it or not, the show I got into after the 70s, of all shows, is a hipster show. In the 90s, I got into Twin Peaks. I became fanatical about Twin Peaks. And I still love it. I still love the show. It's the fucking remake they did a couple years ago. Was fucking terrible. Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I thought, yeah, I mean, the first season was weird enough. But it was good, man. And it was a hipster show. It was for hipsters, and I liked it. What song that is a cover do you like more than the original? Tears by Alice in Chains. I liked it more than the Rush version. All Along the Watchtower from Jimi Hendrix. I liked more than Bob Dylan's version. Yeah, I like the Brady Bunch too. And Partridge Family. I like that too. I mean, but I'm talking about like on the top of the list. You know? Yep, I dug Twin Peaks, man. I really dug that show. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, that it wasn't a remake. It was like the sequel to it. It was so bad, so fucking bad. But I love like Who Killed Laura Palmer, and I even like what happened after that. That's when the ratings went all the way down and they canceled it. That's when it got really good. But you know, once you found out Laura Palmer, who killed her, like everybody stopped watching. It got better. It got better after that and got really fucking weird. But I liked it. But this new one, it's just fucking... I mean, at least there was a little sense to it. But this new one, there was no sense. I mean, I shit you not. There is an episode where a camera goes into a storm. And I'm not lying to you, for 25 minutes. All you see is debris and wind. For 25 fucking minutes. Or maybe even longer. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then there's another scene where a guy's covered in oil, goes up to a microphone and says, you have a light? At least 80 times straight. You have a light? You have a light? I'm like, what the fuck, man? What is this shit I'm watching? Fuck that newer Twin Peaks. Leave it alone. But no, I never seen Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. Wow. I missed that one. Yeah, I never heard of that show either, Jackson. Damn, Ron, you got me there, man. And I thought I knew my 70s cartoons. Remember Top Hat? Hong Kong Phooey? Jabberjaw? I know some obscure shit. There was a lot of weird, wacky-ass cartoons when I was a kid. But Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, I do not remember that at all. At all. Looking at the picture, it's like maybe that redhead cartoon kid there was in another... he probably got another gig on another cartoon because he looks familiar to me. Anyway, so Tom Brady was the voice of the dad. Oh, Tom Bosley. Yes. Mr. Magoo was another one I liked. That blind bastard. Always getting in fucking... driving onto a roller coaster. Mr. Magoo, man. I liked Mr. Magoo. That was a good one. Oh, man. Never heard of Lidsville. What the fuck, Ron? I think these are cartoons only made in California or wherever you lived as a kid. It didn't venture out into the real world. Anyway, okay, cutting back into the podcast again to build this up. I end the Dr. Fukk Show every week with Kevin's Corner. Kevin Warhaft, the Lord. He's a legend. And I have him on every week. And I have a lot of golden episodes in that folder I was talking about from the older episodes that I can't wait to dig into, man, because there's some good stuff. But this is the only Kevin's Corner I have from a recent show. And it was, he recently had a birthday, or his last birthday. And I forgot to press record right in time in the beginning, but I got most of it. So this is how I end my show, with Kevin's Corner, and this is his birthday show.
I've been having a lot of cake, and it's really good so far, but still I have to see where I go with being 48 years old. There are many life changes in another age, so I'm just looking forward to the future, not the past, and just trying to do what I can to stay alive, you know?
Hell yeah, I know, man. I know all too well. So what'd you do on your birthday, man? Just eat cake?
Well, I stayed home, and I, had cake. I had some ice cream, chocolate ice cream, that is. And I answered all your Facebook messages, all your texts, all your calls, everything that I could do for my birthday. And I thank you all over the world, my fans, friends, family. So it was fun, but I'm still continuing. I'm not going to give up.
Of course you're not going to give up. You're fucking Kevin, bro.
Come on.
Right.
What? What's that?
You ready?
What is that?
I don't know.
What the hell? What are you watching, Kevin?
I'm not watching anything, man.
Sounds like porn.
I'm not watching anything, man.
What the hell?
Are you gonna give me some more?
Give me some more.
Yeah.
More cum? What the fuck? Uh-oh. So what's up, Kevin? Come on, there's no porn playing. Keep talking. Hey, Kevin, how's the job?
It's okay. I've been wearing a mask and gloves, and I'm seeing a lot of hot girls there.
Hell yeah, hot girls. But you're wearing a mask. They can't see how fucking hot you are.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, Kevin, were they wearing a mask?
Yeah, they were.
How do you know they were hot, man? It could be deceiving,
Because I looked close, man.
Huh?
When I see titties in my face, I know it's good.
Yeah. All right. It doesn't matter if they're wearing a mask as long as they got titties.
Right, but they have to be double D, though.
Double
I'm
D.
not taking A, B, or C. I need a D or an F or a G.
God damn, Kevin, you like them huge. You like them big-ass
Yeah.
knockers.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin. So in other words, you've got big-ass titties happening at your job.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Anything else, dude?
Well, I cannot wait to get back to shows, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get back to shows either, bro. I'm dying. I want to perform, Kevin. I want to go up there with Thrasher Die and do a show and see Super Kevin.
Yeah, me too, man.
Hell yeah. I want that to happen, man. Make it happen, God. Come on, you're God.
Right, man. But there are regulations at clubs now where they don't want you to do that now because of this virus thing.
Yeah.
And it's very crazy, but we'll have to get used to it, for a while.
For a while? It's been a while, God damn it. What I just said, God damn it. You heard me. I just told you to damn it.
Uh-huh.
Anything else, Kevin, or you want to go into a song? I got a song.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do the first verse. You do the second verse. You ready?
Okay.
All right, the name of this song is Kevin Likes Big Ass Titties.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Kevin Warhalf scoping the mall. Kevin Warhalf looking at bras with big ass titties. big ass titties. He wants them D, an E or an F. He wants them big as fuck. And he has no regrets. He likes those big ass titties. Kevin, big ass titties. Take it, Kevin.
When I look at you, what do I see? Those big titties staring at me. I cannot believe my eyes. It looks like the sun came to. It looks like the morning sun came to make you hotter than hell with those big double D titties in my face.
Big devil and titties.
Yeah.
You know Kevin. The mall is his place. He wants those big ass titties on his face.
Yes.
Put those big ass titties on Kevin's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin.
Woo.
That was an awesome song. Big ass titties.
Yeah. Well, hey, that wasn't Steel Panther either.
No, man, that was Steel Warhalf. Anything else, my friend?
Well, anyways, I'm just, doing what I can, to live life and to party, bro, for right now,
With big ass titties.
Yeah, man. All right, peace, love, happiness. The Dr. Fukk Show was here on metalstation.com, including the porn.
Yeah, the porn. Thanks for turning it off, Kevin.
So anyways, well, this goes out to you, Anthony, if you're listening.
What? I think it's Anthony listening to that porn.
Let it go?
Well, anyway, song of the week is Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Yeah, that one's going out to Anthony. Fuck him. Good night, everybody.
That's right.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night.
Well, that brings an end to another Vieira Vault. I got a lot of Dr. Fukk Show in future episodes. I just got to find that folder. And believe me, there's some golden stuff. Like I said, me having sex on the air and I got in trouble for it. It's going to take a while to do. I got a lot of future episodes lined up. So it'll be, sporadic here and there. So keep it locked in. And it's time for you to follow me into the Vieira Vault. All right, we're inside the Vieira Vault, and I'm going to play you one of my parody songs. Brian Davis asked me earlier if I ever wanted to do a compilation of all my parody songs. I know I've played parody songs before in the vault, so if I played this one already, my apologies. It's a parody of the Grease song, Hopelessly Devoted to You, but I made it where it was hopelessly devoted to Satan. And the story behind this is that when we were recording the first Thrash or Die album, we had the Pro Tools and stuff, and the band was always late, so I was always there waiting for them. And while I waited for them, I had a karaoke CD with a bunch of karaoke songs, and I scribbled some lyrics down, and I did this Hopelessly Devoted to Satan. And the story behind this is that we were kind of goof around about Satan, making stupid songs about I love you, Satan, and stuff like that. And I took it a step further. So here is my song to Olivia Newton-John's Hopelessly Devoted to You. My evil version.
I love you, Satan.
Master, you're my Lord and Savior. I believe even if you lie, I got myself a goat for me to worship you. Now the goat I am I must do. Satan, you wanna eat? 'Cause I'm making goat head stew. Satan, I love you. Satan, I hold up with pride, right up to the sky. A goat's head, hopelessly devoted to you. Satan, hopelessly devoted to Satan. Hopelessly devoted to you. I pissed at church in the holy water. The priest I punched in the nose. Jesus is a clown. Turn the cross upside down for you, Satan. Because I love you. Satan, burn the church to the sky. Hold up with pride my goat head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you, Satan. That's right, I love you. Hopelessly devoted, Satan, I love you. Ah, what a heartwarming song. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to another Vieira Vault. There'll be one up every week. I got some guests lined up. I got even some solo podcast of some thoughts of mine, some crazy thoughts that I haven't done yet, but I'm gonna do it. Like I said, I'm striving to do an episode every week. I know I missed a couple weeks, but I was in the hospital and I was all fucked up. So I'm much better now, and hopefully I remain better. So again, thank you so much for listening. Thanks to everybody out there that shares it. You guys go beyond the call of duty, and I love you all. And until next time, schmack 'em a gob.